Alright, let's head out. And maybe investigate Undying Heritage, how that Heritage Hill next. Oh? Who's that?
Good day to you.
Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadret House where Lady Webb wishes to meet you as soon as possible. Edith says not much you can do in these parts without Lady Webb knowing about it. At least that's what I'd always heard. Guess it's true. How do you know where to find me besides like all the noise and the patients running out of the sanitarium? How did you find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Tell me about her. Do you not know Lady Webb? Well, no, she's seen her. Exactly. Well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time. But she's a mistress of Dunryd Row. Has been there for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passerbys with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be older than anybody. She never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated with dark magics. She's still at it, best anyone can tell, learning things, keeping us safe, pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that's going on. You can do wrong and get in this country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness. Best you ask Lady Webb first. Must Dunryd Row. A whole mess of ciphers run in a Hadret House. They make it the business to keep the peace, but they don't like it. You to see them do it. Problem is, the city has a way of going away on its own. Problems in the city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. Where can I find Hadret House? I think it's down here. What's this over there, my lady? The southwest corner of Brackenbury. Oh. Let us talk to Lady Webb at Hadret House then. Oh. Older world man. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by palpable anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It rushes you inside, nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across his face. The other missionaries
say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere, says whoever this is.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
I've done something unforgivable, says Maeva. Our person exhales slowly and its lips press together, a sympathetic rapport in its eyes. It places a hand on your shoulder.
I see. And you would cast yourself out, is that it?
What I've done, no god would have me now.
If you believe that, then I have failed you as a teacher. There are many gods so that all people are looked after, no matter who they are or what they've done. The only ones who need fear anything are those who abandon their gods, thinking all is lost. But for those who beg help and forgiveness, the gods always provide.
Only for the deserving.
I will tell you the truth. There may be some among the gods who would see you punished. But after punishment comes absolution, redemption. Whatever stain there is upon your soul, the gods can wash it clean. But you must dedicate yourself to them in return. That is what makes one deserving. Will you return the faith they put in you?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm and soothing. It's something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. The last response echoes in your mind. I will. Oh. Hey, Saeed, Cyril's here, not Saeed. You should have seen the looks in those normal faces when I moved in. I know where Saeed is. Oh, there's Cyril there. Let's go and do Hadret House. And here we are. Well, there's agents everywhere. Even a secret society. Oh, yes, I'm certain of it. Oh, Karen, you have a name. So we will speak with you.
Yes.
How do you do?
The only man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears perk up as you approach. You carry whispers, he knew a gilded veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? The only grunts revealing a row of pointed teeth. Safe as my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? His ears twitched downwards, not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. Regards to a table piled with scrolls. What brings you to Dunryd Row? I was invited here by Lady Webb. Karen's head cocks to the side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices, nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. The room is upstairs, and one of the guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. Why are you so busy with over here? Small furry hands stretched expansively at the papers before him. Collarbone growing, unrest, and ever-present political intrigues. With so many missing souls, missing persons are the least of our concerns these days. I don't know about your skills. I check for soul connections, looking for the lost things, missing things, or troublesome things, particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. From Cypher and Eylrt, in fact, we were once known as Restful Mind Hunters. Nice tale, yes, but it wasn't until the animators began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood its power. Now we may make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they've been. They'll look at a weapon and see who has touched it. Smells twisted as he looks at you. Useful for solving crimes, as you may imagine. But you need some help. So many secrets and trails in the city, you had to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen, or something missing, or someone missing. Looks in here. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of Cypher, maybe a real bit of whims of curiosity. Tell me about these cases. In one case, of 3, depending on how you look at it, he taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some may call it convincing ignorance. I call it clue. Lady Webb knows who trusts you, so I shall trust you too. As long as our interests are aligned. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Sagani bounces on the balls of her feet. Just like one of those valiant whodunits. Read a few of those on the road. Helps pass the time. Oh, she likes the mystery novels. Nice. He grins, rage teeth showing between his lips. Opaline, Ondra's gift, and Brackenberry, of course. Talk to the ones who reported disappearances. Only ones we know enough to care. Laura, Oli, and Alka. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman. Lenry, Kendall, and Cora. Tell me about Lenry. Best ass Oli seems they drank together at the salty mass in Ondra's gift. Also seems that no one else knew him as well enough to miss him. But maybe about Kendall. Reported missing by Elka, a dwarf who carried traces of people's eyes to sniff the air. Fine wine, young dandies. Plenty of time and money to spend on her pleasures. By Brackenbury. How about Cora? Sister Laura, one of the messages of coupling bizarre. Not the kind of person who would just disappear, it seems. Finding new leads. No, not yet. No obvious connection between the victims, which is what makes me wonder so. He wants his hand along the length of one ear. Could be animacy related. Researchers always need subjects, the less scrupulous types in particular. Causes deep in concentration. He was too rusty for the sanitarium, but one never knows. Eylrt folds his arm. I wouldn't put it past him. He waves his hand. Talk first to the people who reported our victims missing. Mayhap you'll catch something you missed. I will. Alright, we have an investigation. But we should probably go talk to Lady Webb before we head too much into that investigation.
I'll take a look.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh no. We're not doing anything here, my friends.
Let's see what lies this way.
Let's sit down, sneak.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
This is probably all manners are hidden things here.
I shall be discreet.
I like how the agents go right into the room as soon as you enter it.
Keeping an eye out.
And look around like, oh, they know what Maeva's up to. They know.
Let's see what lies this way.
The marble at the base has been worn smooth with the passage of hundreds of feet. Hundreds and hundreds of feet, huh? Oh, you didn't stay in here. You have to.
I'll take a look.
We were in there. Interesting.
To whispers and shadows.
So many agents everywhere. Wow. Anyways, downstairs. And see what Lady Webb wants with us. An extremely fancy
quiet
place
as
up
a
here.
calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Like, it's incredibly fancy here. Hello, agents. This big room here is a split. Oh, Lady Webb will see you now. Oh, we're looking around the area first. You know how it is. To make sure it's all safe over here. Alright, let's go see Lady Webb. Oh, what's that whispering? Hello? We haven't had a lot of rest, but let's talk to Lady Webb. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers. Her flesh stretched thin to near translucent with extreme age. A gossamer veil of pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns start to stripe her hands like a quilt pattern after some great, indescribable truth. She does not look up from my reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Eylrt look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
This is exactly what I would picture Eylrt Bunda to be like. Yeah.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating a strange group, says Maeva.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
I ran across a man in one of the ruins. This moment I find him again. She closes her eyes and her lids flicker, and her face grows still and her mouth parts a little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open. Spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eylrt has ever known.
How do you know that?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. and there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The leaden key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man, awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about him?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What else is there to know about the leaden key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary, and he does not fail. Yes?
I have other questions. Wait, I was gonna ask, what do you want from me, but let's tell me about Dunryd Row.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes, but the truth is I don't think many of them could bear it.
How did you even come to be here in Deerwood, in Defiance Bay?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
She winks. Oh, so she did it. She did it, huh? She manipulated him into allowing her to do this, huh? So how old are you exactly, Lady Webb? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her fingers. You wicked woman, where are your manners? We can raise a shred of decency.
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
And what's that?
A quiet day at home.
Oh. You want to ask for a Lord Webb? Seems like a silly question. Was there ever a Lord Webb? No, and Maeva's not gonna ask that. She has no reason to. What do you want from me exactly, Lady Webb, says Maeva.
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunryd Row will not stop you.
Dunryd Row, okay, get it.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
And if I refuse, asked Maeva?
Then you would look foolish because it is a standing offer. There is no need to refuse. If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Well, we do have a few bits of news, don't we?
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenberry's sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to amuse the public opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Maybe, he may not be. It seems that Maeva's past life, or whatever it is, Maeva herself has complicated relationship with Theos. Like, they knew each other pretty well. It's interesting how that went, huh?
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Oh, that's comforting.
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
Well, that's all for now.
Try your best not to die out there.
Oh, we'll try. We'll try. So, she wants to know what's going on with the Leaden Key. Dunryd Row. I think it's not sure how she feels about this place. A manipulative secret society. Oh, not really a secret. Group of ciphers and people. Well, let's go find and end the rest of that. Maybe an Andre's gift. Maybe we should go to the first fires. Let me see. I don't think there's an end in first fire, so let's go this way. We also got like another quest as well. The final act. Alright. There are a bunch of people to speak to for this investigation. Yeah. A long hunt. Travel to the place we saw in the vision. I'm not sure where that is. Let's head out over here. Andre's gift we go. Maeva is indeed in a bit of danger. Lady Webb pretty much said that we may expect Theos to show up after we survived. Though I highly doubt he wanted to kill her. I just have a feeling about that, you know. Maeva has a feeling about that. And let's rest out here. And here. Feels kind of safer since it has guards and everything. The brothel has guards and everything. It's like, if somebody tried to kill us in our sleep, I feel like they'd be discovered way faster. I've finished 10 goods of ale and bottles of wine leave wet rings on the butt. Scattered plates full of fish bones and grease. I never read that before, but...
How do you do?
Let us sleep here? The bonuses aren't the greatest, but... let's do anyways. No bad dreams or anything like that. Nice. Let's take the big drumsy for a moment. Okay. Yeah. You know, this talking, you know? Let's head out. So we want to investigate the missing people. We also want to go back to Canua after we do Undying Heritage, I think. I think there's stuff there to investigate. Maybe we'll explore outside a bit. Since we've been in Defiant Space for a while, we haven't really been outside much. Yeah, there's a few things to do. Ollie Freak is a brothel and Andre's gift. Oh, okay. Oh, Ollie. Hey. Let's see.
Oh?
What do you have to say, Ollie? The man is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as he's waiting for somebody. He reeks of alcohol and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. Next table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I have questions about Lendry. Face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? He was your friend. The least you can do is answer a few questions. Ollie's eyes you warily. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So what was it you were wanting with Lendry? When did you last see Lendry? Right here, they're getting drinks with me. Slaps the spot on the bench. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think you preferred it that way. He frowns at the rough wood grain of the table. Probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyways, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, and have another crack at a respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. He traces the rum of his cup. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman? A sly smile stretched across his face. A real fancy lady, named $1. He tapped his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that, but $1. He shakes his head. He was falling all over Landry that night. Left with him, too. Tell me about him. He spends most of his time here drinking with me, tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't have volunteer details and I didn't ask, but he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. Where did those two to go? A rough laugh bridles in his throat. She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had the pics waiting up at her house in Coupling for some cozy little place by the Northern Gate. But picks up the cup. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheater in Coupling. That's where she said they were going to see the show. Maybe someone there saw them. Right, let me know if you find him, right? Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life.
Certainly.
Alright, so Coupling.
Oh?
Alright, let's look at updates a bit more. Laura is a merchant in Coupling. Elka spends the time in Bracken. Alright. Maybe we should investigate all the missing people's reporters. And then talk to $1. Let's go to a house, maybe. The Cabanas haven't really talked to each other in a while. What's with that, man? I'd love to hear them talk to each other more. Message from Gilderville. A shock. Lord Radiant has been slain. Oh, I wonder how that happened. What a shame. Let's go to the Coupling. And talk to the merchants there. Maybe we'll finally go to the expedition hall as well.
Right fetching feathers, lass.
Repeat, please, in Adiran. And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isilmir. She likes your feathers.
Thanks, but I'm not interested, Isilmir.
Oh, goodness. So, maybe Isilmir was gonna... Maybe she's gonna talk more often. Nice. Oh! A red-faced young man approaches you. He appears livid and stammers as he speaks. You killed my beloved. This will not stand. Your beloved? What do you mean? The man's face darkens and he snarls. Dana and I were to be wed. You will pay for your insolence.